Hello students, welcome to Web Technologies online classes. Today I am going to start second unit. In the last class I have completed first unit, and in this session I would like to start about the second unit concepts. Okay, so in that the first concept is DHTML. The first concept is DHTML. In the first unit we have learnt about the HTML tags. About pure HTML learned we have learnt. Okay, but in this class I have to start second unit. In this class I have to start second unit. In that, DHTML is the first concept. Actually, in the second unit, what are the concepts we have? So CSS, and first concept is DHTML, and second concept is cascading style sheets. Okay, so about the brief description of cascading style sheet, first we have to know about the DHTML part. So DHTML part we have to know. So after that we simply understand about the CSS part. Okay, now in this session I would like to explain the concept of DHTML. DHTML stands for Dynamic Hypertext Markup Language. Actually, HTML is a pure HTML tags we have to use. HTML is a markup language. If you want to represent any data, if you want to represent any text data or image data, then for what if you want to represent any text data or images data, for that we can use the pure HTMLs. But the DHTML is what purpose we can use? Actually, what is DHTML first? DHTML is a combination of different web technologies. DHTML application is a combination of different types of web technologies. So by using all web technologies, we will generate one effective web application. We will generate most effective web application, because of it is not a markup language and it is also not a programming language. DHTML is not a markup language, and also DHTML is not a programming language also. DHTML is a concept. DHTML is a one type of concept. So by using that concept, we will create one effective web application. So by using that concept, we will create the application with the more effectiveness. With very colorful website we have to design. Okay, right. Now in this session I will explain clearly. Okay, right. Now shall I start our session? Okay. DHTML stands for Dynamic Hypertext Markup Language. Simply you can call Dynamic HTML. Okay, already we have know the abbreviation of we have know the full form of HTML, Hypertext Markup Language. Here one simple word added, nothing but D, the first letter D added. So D means dynamic, and HTML is nothing but HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Whatever the full form we have used in the previous examples, so that previous full form is same as easily we can use. But instead of using that full form for the HTML, here we just simply add the D also. D is nothing but dynamic. So dynamic. Now we have to see the in this session I will explain everything clearly, because of what is HTML, what is DHTML, and what is the difference between HTML and DHTML. Everything I will explain. Everything I can explain. So now we have to see about the DHTML introduction part. Dynamic HTML is not a markup or programming language. Just now I told you, DHTML is a concept. It is not a markup language and it is not a programming language, but it is a term of that combines. But it is a term that combines the HTML features. Combines the features of various web development technologies. All of you carefully observe. DHTML is not a markup language or programming language, but it is a term. It is a term. Term is nothing but it is a computer terminology. The word is DHTML is nothing but it is a computer related, web technologies related terminology. So, but it is a term that combines the features of various web development technologies. So, if you want to create any web application, for that HTML, CSS, JavaScript and XML, AJAX, all those things, some more web related technologies we can use. Why? Because of if you want to design any website for a more effectiveness, with a more effectiveness and more creativity, for the very colorful website, if you want to develop, if you want to design that one, so for that we can use the different types of technologies, web related technologies. So it is a combination of different types of web technologies. That's why it is called dynamic HTML, because of it is a concept, not a markup language, not a programming language. Here we just combining more than one programming language, more than one markup language and more than one programming language, we simply combine it here. So after that we will generate a, after that we will create a one most effectiveness web application. Understand? Right. So for creating web pages, dynamic and interactive. So if you want to develop any dynamic web pages and interactive web pages, for that DHTML is very useful concept. And next, the DHTML application was introduced by Microsoft. The DHTML application was introduced by Microsoft with the release of fourth version. With the release of fourth version of IE. IE is nothing but Internet Explorer. So all of you carefully observe here. Why it is specifically designed with the Internet Explorer? So it is a Microsoft operating system related browser. So almost nowadays we are using which type of operating system? Windows operating system we are using now. So, and remaining operating systems are their related, their related components they have. But all are friendly using operating system is what? Microsoft Windows operating system. So it is friendly user operating system. Even without previous experience also, simply everyone they can use. Everyone they can use. Because of that is user friendly operating system. Simply everyone can understand. Everyone can understand. So Microsoft Windows operating system contain one standard browser. What is that? One standard browser. What is that? Internet Explorer. The first, the most efficient the most efficient browser is Internet Explorer. While developing time, if you have designed one website that is mostly executed in different browsers, but some browsers will not support also for your web application. In that case, Internet Explorer, it can support every time. It can execute your application without any interruption, because of that is the standard Explorer. That is standard Explorer. So that's why Internet Explorer is very useful in browser compared to remaining browsers. And remaining browsers are third-party browsers. We need to install separately. But here, Internet Explorer, it comes with operating system, Windows operating system. So while installing time, Internet Explorer is also automatically has installed it along with Microsoft Windows operating system. Okay, right. So here now let us come to the concept. The DHTML application was introduced by Microsoft. The DHTML application was introduced by Microsoft with the release of fourth version of IE. So it's completely related to Internet Explorer fourth version. So the DHTML is also will work with the fourth version only, with smooth application development purpose. For the smooth execution purpose, fourth version of Internet Explorer we have to use. Okay, because of the DHTML application introduced by Microsoft with the release of based on fourth version of Internet Explorer, and it was developed in the year of 1997. Next, what are the components of dynamic HTML? So actually here I given a few examples. DHTML consists of all of you carefully observe consists of 4 components or languages. DHTML consists of following four components or languages. What are they? HTML 4.0, CSS, JavaScript, DOM. DOM. Why HTML 4.0? Now we are using HTML5 version. So again, why you are telling previous version, sir? So that is your doubt, na? So actually, DHTML will work with the HTML 4.0 version only. Understand? Because of for your application smooth execution and smooth development purpose, smooth execution purpose and smooth running purpose also, we can use HTML 4.0 based syntaxes. HTML 4.0 version based syntaxes we can use. If you use instead of HTML4, if you use HTML5 instead of HTML4, then some compatibility issues also we will get, because of that is the advanced version of HTML 4.0. Understand? HTML 5.0 is the new version, but DHTML is related to only HTML 4.0. Understand? Because of some HTML 5.0, HTML 5 version also contain dynamic HTML components also. Understand? Right. So for your application, if you want to develop any web application in the dynamic way, in the dynamic application if you want to develop, and in that case we need to use HTML 4.0 version. That is better use, because of if you want to use more than HTML 4.0 instead of using HTML 4.0, you can, if you use HTML 5.0, then some compatibility issues will occur. Some interruptions also will generate at running time. So to avoid all those things, to avoid all those problems, we have to use HTML 4.0 version. So that is better to use. Okay, right. And next one is CSS. CSS is nothing but cascading style sheets. Cascading style sheet. Till now we have developed only 4.0 HTML. Till now we have developed HTML pure tags. Pure HTML tags we have used it. But CSS is, if you want to develop very colorful website, for that some extra properties given by the CSS. Now in the next classes I will explain clearly what is CSS, why we need to use the CSS files, why we need to use the CSS properties. Okay, how we can link to our current HTML page, how the CSS external file is linked to HTML page. So like that, all those things I will explain in the next coming classes. But now I have to explain about the introduction of DHTML part. Okay, here DHTML consists of the following 4 components or languages. Here I given a few examples, nothing but HTML 4.0, CSS, JavaScript, DOM. These 4 are combined with DHTML concept. Okay, and here I given a 4 examples. Here I given 4 examples, nothing but HTML 4.0, CSS, JavaScript, DOM. Okay, but if you want to add more web technologies for your web application, that is also called a dynamic HTML. That is also dynamic web application. Okay, but according to our syllabus, these 4 are very important. If you want to add more web technologies for your dynamic web application, then you can add. No problem. Now we have to see each and everything. HTML 4.0. HTML is a client-side markup language. HTML is a client-side markup language. All of you carefully observe here. Please concentrate on selected text. Okay, then only you can understand. So here I selected some text. Now I am explaining about that selected text only. So HTML 4.0, it is a client-side markup language. HTML is a client-side markup language, which is a core component of DHTML. it defines the structure of a web page. It defines the structure of a web page with various defined basic elements or tags. So nothing but whatever the tags we have used in the previous classes. So all tags are HTML version tags. It is a pure HTML tags. Those are. So those tags are also called elements also. Understand? So now next definition we have to see CSS. CSS stands for cascading style sheets. Cascading style sheet. CSS stands for cascading style sheet, which allows the web users or developers for controlling the style and layout of the HTML elements on the web pages. So actually till now we have used a pure HTML tags now. In that case the applications are very colorful or not? No, it is a plain text we have representing. It is a plain text we are representing on the web browser. So there is no colorfuls, there is no colors, there is no animations, there is no designs. Okay, different types of colors we haven't applied till now because of that is pure HTML. So compared to pure HTML, if you want to add CSS styles also for your HTML page, if you want to add CSS concept, then you will get very colorful website also. All of you carefully observe. Here one example I am showing. Nothing but Bahubali heroine Anushka. Carefully observe. Here I am showing some images. Then only you can understand about that, about the CSS concept. Yeah. All of you carefully observe these two pictures. The first picture is having without any styles, nothing but without any ornaments, without any hairstyles, and without any colorful saree, without any colorful blouse. So here just plain black and white picture it is showing now. So nothing but it is called HTML version. Okay, it is HTML application. This picture is related to HTML application. Just example I am showing, so all of you can understand. Simply concentrate on these two images. Here after applying this image, after applying CSS styles for this photo purpose, I just added CSS styles. Then I will get this picture only. So what is an effective here? Which picture is effective picture here? Second picture, because of here I added CSS styles. So this is also one of the example. Okay, don't laugh. Concentrate on this. This is only pure HTML. If you use pure HTML, you will get this type of web pages. Understand? And if you apply the CSS styles for this pure HTML, then after that you will get this type of images. I mean this type of web pages. Nothing but a colorful effectiveness web pages you will get. So after adding CSS styles, you will get like this. Colorful. Here more colors we have applied. More colors this picture having. So nothing but this picture contains CSS concepts also. Okay. If you haven't used any CSS styles, then your application looks like this. Old Anushka. Old age Anushka. Understand? Okay, now I am minimizing. Next, JavaScript. Next we have to see the definition of about the JavaScript concept. So all of you please concentrate on selected text. JavaScript is a scripting language which is done on a client side. So actually HTML is a client side component, and CSS is a cascading style sheets also added for HTML client side application, and JavaScript is also client side scripting language. The various browsers supports JavaScript technology. Number of browsers can support JavaScript technology. DHTML uses the JavaScript technology for accessing, controlling, and manipulating the HTML elements. The HTML elements. DHTML uses the JavaScript technology for accessing, controlling, and manipulating the HTML elements. The statements in JavaScript are the commands. The statements in JavaScript are commands which tell the browser for performing an action. Which tell the browser for performing an action. Understand? So actually it is a JavaScript is also one of the scripting language. One of the scripting language. So it is called a DHTML. DHTML. It is a combination of 4 technologies. Nothing but HTML4, and CSS and JavaScript and DOM. HTML 4.0, CSS, JavaScript, DOM. So DHTML is a combination of these all technologies. If you want to add more than these 4, then you can add, no problem. Nothing but this one. DHTML is a combination of these 4 technologies. HTML 4.0 contains, HTML contains pure HTML tags. CSS contains different types of colorful styles and colorful styles and fonts also we can change. And JavaScript is also one of the scripting language. Nothing but it is also looks like a Java programming language. Some C programming language syntaxes also it can support here. Nothing but if conditions, while loops, for loops, do while loops, all those things it can support. Events, some events also it can support. Understand? And DOM parser is also one of the technology for the DHTML. It is a parser actually. So in the DOM classes I will explain clearly about that concept. Now just you please concentrate on definitions. Understand? So by using all these 4 technologies, it is called a DHTML web application. We will generate a DHTML web application. DHTML is nothing but dynamic hypertext markup language. Now we have to see the definition of DOM. DOM is nothing but document object model. DOM is the document object model. It stands for document object model. It is a W3C standard. It is a W3C standard, which is a standard interface of programming for HTML. Which is a standard interface of programming for HTML. It is mainly used for defining the objects and properties of all elements in HTML. So for that we can use DOM is an object model. And for your understanding purpose, I simply showing some text contents here. First we have to see the JavaScript. So all of you carefully observe here. JavaScript, often abbreviated as a JS, is a programming language. It is a programming language that conforms to the script specification. JavaScript is a high level, often just-in-time compiler. This is definition is very critical mode. uh, Now we have to see the simple concepts. What are the JavaScript features we have? Now we have to see. Why study JavaScript here? JavaScript is one of the three languages all web developers must learn: HTML, CSS, JavaScript. So here we have to see the JavaScript features. This is also not content. What is the use of JavaScript right now? Yeah, JavaScript is a text-based programming language used both on client side and server side that allows you to make web pages interactive, where HTML and CSS are languages that give structure and style to the web pages. Here, already we have seen about the HTML and CSS. HTML is a tags, CSS is a styles. By using these two things, we will generate a structure of web page. Nothing but this web page structure we have to define by using HTML and CSS. HTML and CSS. But JavaScript gives web pages interactive elements that engages a user. Nothing but if the user specification it can reach user whatever the user expecting from the application, that user expectations it can reach by the JavaScript only. Okay. So while explaining in the JavaScript concept, you can understand clearly. Now you please concentrate on definitions. So uses of DHTML. Now we have to see the uses of DHTML. Following are the uses of DHTML, dynamic HTML. It is used for designing the animated and interactive web pages. DHTML is nothing but DHTML stands for dynamic HTML markup language. Actually, in the if you use the HTML, simply you can develop the web page without any styles. If you use CSS styles along with HTML page, you will create a structure of web page. Nothing but you will generate a most efficient, colorful web page design. Okay, web page we have to design by using those two concepts. But after using JavaScript, we will generate an animated and interactive web pages also in the real time. DHTML helps users by animating the text and images in their documents. DHTML helps users by animating the text and images in their documents. All of you carefully observe here. Now I am opening some applications. Animation websites. So here we have to see the different types of animations. Animations. So all of you carefully observe. Here it is moving now, the CSS. I am refreshing the page. All of you carefully observe the CSS. This is moving from this side to that side in different rotations. That animations also we can apply like this only. Okay. So now we have to see now. We have understood about the animations. DHTML helps by using DHTML concept. We can use the animating the text and animating an images in our web pages. We can easily integrate with that. It allows the authors for adding the effects on their pages. It allows the authors for adding the effects on their pages. So different types of effects we can apply the web pages, and it also allows the page authors for including a drop down menus or rollover buttons. And all of you carefully observe. uh, dynamically changing colors. Dynamically changing colors. So what is that here, static and dynamic? What is the difference between static and dynamic? What is the difference between static and dynamic? Static is nothing but if you want to change any color in the HTML page, colors. How do I change the dynamic color? Yeah. Here all of you observe here. Dynamically changing means here the colors are changing automatically by itself. By itself the colors are changing automatically. We are not pointing anything there. And some for your understanding purpose, as cricket scores also it is showing na. Crick buzz. So all of you carefully observe here. Here the score is showing na, it is changing automatically na. Or Sensex, some share market is also there na. Sensex. Sensex board. All of you carefully observe. It is the real-time example here. Here the Sensex is changing na, dynamically. Here are not changing anything. All of you carefully observe. 51524.36. This value will change dynamically. All of you carefully observe here. Every time it is not in the same position. 51520.68. Yeah, it has changed. Again one more time, you please concentrate on this here. Again it will change. So this type of dynamic applications will develop by using these concepts only. But by using pure HTML, we cannot develop this type of web applications. 51520.68. Now it will change. All of you carefully observe. 51520.68. Wait. Again it will change. Wait. See. All of you look at this figure only. 51520.68 is there now. So all of it should. All of you please concentrate on that value. Always it's not a constant. It will change. Yeah, 51533.57. So like that, it is dynamically changing. This value is dynamically changing because of their economy. Because of the Sensex is changing always. Within seconds it can change. Within seconds it will change. So if you want to develop this type of dynamically changing websites, for that, in that case we can use these concepts only. So if you use the pure HTML, you cannot develop this type of web applications. So that is the difference between static and HTML pages. HTML is a static markup language, but DHTML is nothing but dynamic HTML programming language. Okay, HTML language. If you want to change any if you want to change any styles, or if you want to change any font colors, or if you want to change any text content dynamically by using static HTML is not possible. But if you use DHTML, you simply develop those type of dynamically changing websites. Okay, sometimes those websites also our projects contains the requirement. It also allows the page authors for including the drop down menus or rollover buttons, and this term is also used to create various browser based action games. Yes, for the by using dynamic HTML, browser related games also we can develop, because of if you give any instruction automatically based on that instruction it will change the mode so those type of applications are called DHTML applications. But if you use pure HTML, you cannot give the instruction directly, and you cannot change the direction of the web page by using pure static HTML. Understand? It's not possible by using static HTML, but by using DHTML we can use this type of applications. We can develop this type of applications. It is also used to add the ticker on various websites which needs to refresh their content automatically. Ticker concept is also you can accept. If you put the tick button, then automatically it will change the requirement of concept. Understand? That related code we have to develop. But if you remove the tick, then automatically previously whatever the content we have, that content it will display on the screen. And futures of DHTML. Futures of DHTML. In the next class, I will explain futures of HTML and differences between HTML and DHTML. Thank you. Today, I am going to ending this session. And in the next class, I will continue from this onwards. Thank you. Thank you very much.